So American. Okay. Scott.
As an American, I always found it complicated. Not like how they play. Most 3-year-olds can kind of understand more or less how it works.
3
I
rolls.
just mean how everything kind of works in Europe.
Kick the
You know, I follow
ball
the World Cup and I root
into
for
the
the United States that they
stay
made it.
down for
And
our
then
video.
I root for Iceland because clearly they've all been practicing that clapping and they're really good at it. But that only happens once every 4 years. So I turn on my TV and it would be like a random game like Parma versus Bologna. And first I'd make sure that I wasn't watching the Food Network, but then I had no frame of reference for this game.
Football.
Are these teams good?
Football.
Is this a big game?
I say football.
Which one of these guys
Okay.
is Pele? You know, I didn't know. And I had all these other questions, you know, why are teams getting kicked out of leagues? Why are they all rolling around on the ground so much? How are guys getting traded to different countries?
Singing
Why
about
does everybody
balls.
in the stands have a
High
scarf?
dramas.
So a few months ago, I tried to start figuring it all out.
High image
And I started
gets.
watching some matches. That's the first thing. They
Bus
aren't soccer games,
parkings.
they were football matches. And I bought FIFA for my Xbox, and I bought a scarf and a vuvuzela because that's like the rules or something. So anyway, this is all the info that I wish I'd known a year ago. This is my crash course of translating soccer into American.
Soccer.
I'm going to assume that you kind of know the rules.
American
The biggest
object.
difference between American sports is how offsides works and the clock. Lots of people get upset about the clock. It goes up instead of down. Get over yourself. It doesn't really matter. Americans also get mad because the clock doesn't stop and games pretty much end whenever the ref feels like it. And you actually adjust
Hello,
this pretty
guys.
quickly. The game's an hour and a half long. You'll have your chances to score. And if you can't score, then it's not the clock's fault.
Cox.
Some
Okay,
people,
okay.
and when I say people, I'm referring both to discussions I've had with other
Ending
Americans, as well as,
clock
like myself 6 years
offside.
ago. So people think soccer is too slow. And when Americans look at a soccer field, something in our minds, we think that it's like playing hockey or playing basketball, just on a big grass field. And in those sports, guys like go full tilt a lot, like most of the game. So when two players are just standing there passing the ball back and forth, we wonder, like, why aren't they trying to move forward?
Okay guys, that is a video. I can continue it in next video, but I am sorry. Let's go.
Just go. And on the other side, we expect the defenders to be attacking the
Two
guy with
players
the ball
standing
rather
first.
than just standing 5 feet back and letting him do what he's doing. The key difference is that soccer fields are football pitches are much larger than basketball courts and hockey rinks. And if you tried a full court press for a whole soccer game, you would be exhausted and you would probably lose. See, the pace of a soccer game is actually much closer to baseball. Most of the game is going to consist of guys just slowly passing the ball around, real peaceful. And then it's going to be all of a sudden followed by these short bursts of extremely fast action. Basketball players, it's estimated, run an average of 2.5 miles during a game.
Okay.
Soccer players can run 7, if not 10 miles during one game. And remember, you only have 3 subs games, but most of these players will be playing the whole game. One thing
If you like and which country you live and watch my video, please comment and which you like team. American or Europe, please tell in comments and like and subscribe my channel.
Americans will appreciate is that other than halftime, there are no commercials. So it's like the anti-NFL, which is great. It also means that no matter where the ball is, both teams are always potentially about 30 seconds away from scoring, which creates this kind of constant tension. It also creates a scenario where you can't ever really run to the bathroom or get a drink. Soccer players seem to have a reputation for being lazy in the U.S. because they always
or
pop right
get
back
a
up after
drink,
going
stop,
get
going to
play.
ground and
Certainly
get
some
it back
players
the
do embellish
player.
things and some go over the top, but I don't really think that on the whole it's quite the issue that people make it out to be. So they get made fun of in Europe too.
Okay, Europe
So
too.
here's a fun experiment to try the next time you have a few minutes. Go to like a local field and then quickly jog laps around that field for like 10 minutes. And then suddenly sprint down the middle of the field as fast as you can. And when you're halfway up the field, while you're still sprinting, have one of your friends to shove you over onto the ground. And if you can pop right back up and keep sprinting, then you can keep complaining about those guys. A lot of the time, they're just taking a little rest. And every one of us just keep playing around them, or both teams will be a little tired, so who cares? It's not a Matthew Riley novel out there. The other reason for guys slow...
First reason, that common American objects, and second, let's go, we can see and we can listening this video. I can see first time this video and I can not knowledge about football American, not knowledge about Europe. You can please tell one and more videos. I react on these videos as possible, as earlier as possible. Next, I can first see common American objects. Then I can see next. What is next?
Passing the ball around is that one of the strategies
Okay.
currently employed by most teams is to just to
can
maintain
next.
possession as much as possible.
Such a
Obviously, this is
possible.
no
Okay.
different in American football or why Russia is really
With
good at hockey.
Russia,
The
why
other team
Russia
can't
is
score
really
when you have
good
the
at
ball.
hockey?
So teams will just pass the ball back.
Today question is from you. Why Russia is really good at hockey? Why? Please comments.
Forth and even pass it back to their own goal because it's better to go backwards with the ball than to maybe make a risky pass and let the other team have the ball.
Okay.
On occasion, you'll see a team make like 50 passes without the other team touching the ball, which can take a really long time, but then they'll go down and they'll score, and that's like as good as it gets. It's all about waiting for the precise moment for things to align, and then all going together at the right moment. In terms of like positioning and formations, we usually have 3 or 4 numbers, like 4-4-2, 4-3-3, or 4-2-3-1. These numbers will all set up to 10, and then the goalie is just assumed.
Okay.
Different positions include the center backs, who are just ace defenders, and then the full backs are both the left and the right back, who will defend, but then they'll also usually join the attack as well.
Okay, attack.
And then we have midfielders, like a center midfielder, who can go both ways, a center attacking midfielder or a center defending midfielder, and then up front we have like a left wing and right wing, sometimes a center forward, and a striker up front. It's his job to just score goals. One thing I'll mention that makes it easy to kind of get into soccer is that you can legally watch some old matches on YouTube. This is unlike American sports. Like, why is it?
You can watch? Yes, please comments. Who love Messi? Please comments. And please everyone like this video one time. Please. I am I make new channel from Pakistan. I am Pakistani, but I make videos on football and I can reaction videos every football teams, football funny moment, football etc extra. Anyone you need, I can react as possible as earlier. Please comment below in comments. Next.
Our website that I can go to watch any game, like an iTunes for sports.
I
can pay $2 to watch any game in history. Like, all these games are on tape somewhere. They exist. But I can't watch a game in the 1986 World Series unless an international pandemic shuts down the world for sports. I just happen to put it on NBC.
But I just happen to put in NBC or something like.
So keeping the ball and attacking is referred to as positive football. You're always trying to move forward. This is what most teams do. This is what people like to watch a little more.
Later more exciting kind of extending
but of
more
course, there's always a yin to the yang. So the yin is this guy named Jose Mourinho, and he basically says, I don't want the ball.
Okay.
I'm going to stand back with my players in front of my goal, and you're not going to score. And then every once in a while, when you're falling asleep and all your players are
asleep and
them,
all
we're
you
going to steal the
play
ball, we're going to run down and score. Which sounds a little bit risky, except that it actually does work if you do it well. Jose's considered one of the best managers there is.
Considered as the best manager there.
Plenty of big tournaments with teams that I'm told if you tried to have that team keep the ball the whole time, like most coaches would, they would have been destroyed. They were too old and they just would have got worn out, and wiped out. But by playing this negative defensive strategy, they were able to win. And despite this, teams that employ the strategy seem to get a bad rap for playing negative as opposed to positive football, because keeping the ball seems to be the in thing right now. So obviously there's more thought that goes into it than I've described here.
Everyone, you please try. I can see this video. This is real or fake? I see comment 38k follower views on this video. Please like and subscribe my video. I make 1 million high level going to in my mind, in my dreams, but my subscriber is 0, my viewer is not. Please subscribe and watch full my videos. I can see these videos, but this was successfully side rise to top, playing opposite football away always. That video is knowledgeful. Yes, please tell in comments. I am waiting for your comments and I reply all comments. If you love me and I love you too, you are my family members. I need 100k family members in 1 month and I can fast growing on this channel on YouTube. I can make, please, let's go. No
Diego
wasting
Simeone
time, not
Atletico
boring
Madrid
this
has been
video.
using this
I
negative
can
strategy for years,
interesting, always
and they've been
interest
successful with it.
going
On the flip side, the
spread
guys who've risen to the
interest
top
from
playing
me.
possession football are also widely sought after. Two of the most well-known coaches right now are Jurgen Klopp
Oh, this
and
one,
Pep
okay.
Guardiola. And I highly
I
recommend
recommend watching this
All or
series.
Nothing about Manchester
All or
City
nothing
on
about
Amazon
Matthew
Prime.
sitting
It's
of
about
the
Guardiola's
Amazon
team a few
Premium.
years
It
ago. And it's quite
about
clear from interviews with these guys that they're quite thoughtful and well-traveled.
Okay.
I couldn't name a single baseball manager who can speak 3 languages. So speaking
Next.
of Manchester City, they play in England.
Okay.
There are 4 main football countries in Europe.
To rule, you know, you rule is knowledgeful. Yes, you know. Please comment in below in comments. And next third role is starting, and I can listen, and I can absorb knowledge, and I can more knowledge from football, Americans and European football's knowledge. And I am really happy from I am really entertainment from this video and knowledgeful videos. Let's go.
There's England,
No.
Spain, Germany,
Spain, Italy,
England has the
Germany,
Premier League, Spain has La Liga, Germany
Spain,
has the
Italy,
Bundesliga,
Germany,
and
England.
Italy has Serie A.
Okay,
So to
Serie
take
A.
one country, they're all the same, but to take one
20
country,
teams.
England, the Premier League consists
Consider
of
of
20
20
teams.
teams.
Every team plays every other team, once at home and once away. And these leagues don't have playoffs. You get 3 points for a win,
1 point,
1
3
for a tie.
point, 1
The team with the most
tie,
points at the end
1
of the
point.
season wins. And this can and has come down to the final day of the season before. In the U.S., our leagues pretty much have the same teams every year.
US
So if you
logic
suck,
part
and even if you start to
much
lose
play.
on purpose, you actually get rewarded with the top draft pick the next year. If you finish in last place in one of these leagues, they literally kick you out of the league. But they call it relegation because that's a nicer sounding word. Before we keep going, here's a quick aside on the MLS. Major League Soccer is the top league in the United
Soccer
States.
in the United
It's
States
different in many ways than the
in many
European leagues. There's no
than
relegation, so
European
the teams do
launching
stay the same
regions.
from year to
Okay.
year, and there is a salary cap. Talent-wise, I guess globally
Wise.
speaking, it seems to be an okay league, but certainly not on par with any of the European leagues. So under the Premier
European
League, which is at the
leagues.
top, under them is a league called the English Football League
English
Championship.
football champions.
The 3 teams who finish
The
at the bottom of the
three
Premier
teams
League are relegated to the Championship for the next season and replaced by
Okay.
3 teams from the Championship. The bottom 3 teams in the Championship are relegated to League
Chip.
1. The bottom 3 in League 1 are relegated to League 2, whose losers go to the National League, whose losers are... nobody really cares about them except their moms at this point, but you get the idea. Unless you really get into soccer, you'll never hear about anything
yeah.
below the Premier League again. But just so you're aware of what's happening.
Okay guys, I can hopefully you can see this video and you can entertainment and you can about Europe and American scored. You can knowledge about and rule about explain, and you can fully explain it, and you can gain knowledge from this video and full entertainment in this video. So please subscribe my channel and like for more videos. Allah Hafiz, goodbye.